Welcome back to the Armenian Museum of America. I'm Gary Lind-Sinanian, the curator, and I'm here to share another one of our objects with you. Sometimes I talk about an object that's a single object, but other times a donation might be of one object, a family heirloom or something they acquired. But this is but occasionally we get a collection which is quite comprehensive, as this one is here. This is a collection of Aroussiag Iskian. And this was donated by a granddaughter, Marie Tevonian. And when they donated the collection, they were very comprehensive as far as making out photographs of all the pieces in the collection and about who owned it in the family, my grandmothers, my great aunts, who made it, where they acquired it, if they know the information there. Very detailed, which helps so much when you're trying to do research. And so this is actually part of a much larger collection, but I didn't want to bring everything in here, so I just brought in a few things to show you the textiles from the collection. This is the family's trunk that it came in. And the collection, as I mentioned, is diverse and includes such things. This is an upper-class Armenian family, a merchant businessman, and so the collection is all represents the well-to-do Armenians in the Ottoman Empire. And this is a beautiful jacket. There's kind of raised embroidery called Boolean Work, and what they do is basically they take pieces of cardboard and they put the gold over the cardboard to raise it up so that it creates a surface. So you have these flowers, etc., on this piece here. And this would be this is a really nice example of the kind of work. And this is part of a larger piece, which was actually 9 feet by 9 feet by 9 feet. What the center part got damaged, but the embroidery on the outside was so extraordinary, they just cut all the outside piece off. And so this is a big U-shaped piece of the embroidery going across there. And it's a floral design, it's all in gold, as I mentioned, beautiful workmanship. And then, of course, laces, and more laces, and more laces. Every Armenian family had laces as part of the collection. And this is a table cover. This is brocade, and the design is a floral motif with this embroidered lace, needle lace on the edge of it. The needle lace is a little on the crude side because the thread is so thick, but it's very durable. And so, you know, for a piece like this, it helps to preserve it because it is so strong and durable. And this is another dress. The dress is actually a jacket and a skirt. And let's see. Very European in style. As far as a traditional native costume would be one piece, but the jacket and the thing is very European. Again, upper class family. But this one is kind of interesting because the designs are a moon and a star. And of course, on the Ottoman Empire, I think about that as being the symbols of the Ottoman Empire. But actually, that motif is actually Byzantine. It was a symbol of the Byzantine Empire, and the Ottomans took it from the Byzantines. So it's a very, very old motif in that part of the world. And over here, we have all these examples of embroidered towels. Now, let me put this down here. And these are really exceptional pieces, the embroidery on these pieces. And again, a well-to-do family would have these pieces. They'll drape them over pictures. When you're being married, you would wear one as a sash. The man would wear a sash or over his shoulder. And these were signs of status. Plus things that are more domestic, such as examples of socks, knitted socks. And here you have the comb. And the comb is very fine bone, very fine. And every family had a comb, of course. You always have a comb. But a poor family, the comb would be made out of wood. And a wealthier family would be made out of bone like this. And it's very fine. And the reason it's so fine is because they had a problem with lice. And so try to keep the lice, you want to get the little eggs of the lice out. And so these combs, because they're so fine, would be useful to getting the nits, the little eggs out of the hair. So to keep down lice in the And of course, the men in the family would have to wear fezzes because they were part of the Ottoman Empire. Every citizen of the Ottoman Empire, male, had to wear a fez. Some things were laws like the fez, other things were customs, like every male had a mustache. but that was a custom. It wasn't a law, but that was just a thing. And a little bag here. Again, notice the elaborate embroidery on it. Again, wealthy family, very well-to-do. And as I mentioned, this is part of a much larger collection. We do also books and other things as well, but I couldn't show everything. Thanks Stephanie Tevonian for the pieces. The Armenian Museum is here to share our stories, our culture, our history with you, the public. We thank you for joining us. We hope you'll join us at the museum. We've got a wonderful show downstairs of On the Edge, Joan Agajanian Quinn's collection from California, well worth seeing, contemporary art. And the museum is open Thursday through Sunday, 12 to 6. Plus, go to our website and you'll see all kinds of things there. Thank you. And until next time, stay safe.